Welcome back, furries, to another episode of Banners of Ruin. I'm just sitting here appreciating the little animations on the character art. That kind of thing can do so much for a game. And I'm hoping we can catch it here. The wolf, yeah, he wriggles his nose. It's just, they make him seem so lifelike. I love it. Alright. Going on where we were at in the previous episode, imagine I hadn't healed just before this elite fight that we were in. We would have been we probably wouldn't have lost Milos, but he would have been all the way down here. He just healed for half of his health-ish. So, we gotta be a little bit more careful than I have been. And, what else? Well, we're doing this Voices of the Dark thing. I don't know what to expect here. A dark alley calls to you. Whispers scratch at your ear. Seemingly from nowhere and everywhere, all at once. Your feet seem to carry themselves into the darkness, but your gut senses something is terribly wrong. The eve of great slaughter. He has called us here and now. Weep for him and receive his blessing. What is this? Receive 3 injuries and blood ritual. I don't know what injuries are. This is a new thing to me. But I wonder if that means that when your characters go down, they don't die, they get injured, maybe? That's one thing, and I don't know what a blood ritual is. That sounds kind of cool, but if we look at the other one here, it says, we will never turn to such dark apostles, enter elite combat. That kind of means, oh, well, it does, weep for him and receive his blessing. Blood ritual is probably, so it's like they bleed and then we get something, which sounds decent, but it's probably more penalizing than it's good. Probably, honestly, more rewarding than it's penalizing. But I don't know what to expect of injuries. And then down here, it's enter elite combat. And we're gonna do an elite combat because I want to see what kind of elite enemies we get up against here. This might be the end of the campaign then. Let's see what happens. These are wolves that are druids. Blood druid. Alright. That looks sufficiently scary. They have superior light armor, gaining an extra stamina every turn, which doesn't matter. And then they give us blood sacrifice. Gains 8 bleed and applies 3 bleed to opponent. I see. I betcha that then they are gonna do something with the bleed that they have on themselves after the fact to then wound us even more. And applying 3 bleed to me is bad enough because that bypasses all armor. So they're first of all, they're not attacking defense at all, and then they're doing bleed, but also bleed to themselves. So as always, the strategy here is going to be to kill one of them before they can benefit off of whatever shenanigans they're playing. The good thing is that we have a card in the deck that removes bleeding, which we can probably make good use of here. Let's do a setup with augment on this one up here. Okay. There's a second wind that I'll do with Sandsford. Alright. Nothing special there. Exquisite sword. Good, and that gains some defense also. Lovely. They're each attacking a different one of my allies, which is, I suppose, decent, but not really what we wanted. Alright. Doesn't matter who I attack with here, they all have enough actions to do whatever. I need to figure out who gets the solid footing, but it should probably be Willows. Regardless, he can still play. And then we will give a guard to Olagon, who isn't gonna get a whole lot of it otherwise. Oh, I never used the Vicar on Sandsford, but whatever. What is this here? Cold-blooded. Whenever this character ruins a card, they gain 5 charge. Right. We haven't been able to make use of two of the things that Olagon came with that we are not able to use at all. So I wish I was able to review characters before I buy them. Maybe I am and I didn't know how. What is this here? Cruel Sickle applies, deals 18 damage, which is pretty high. Gains 4 bleeding on himself again, and then applies 2 bleeding. Okay. Now they're both attacking Sandsford in the middle here, and this one's attacking Olegon. Olegon is defended against this 18, but we have 36 coming in on Sandsford, who is not protected. We probably can kill this Blood Druid though. I'm thinking, yeah, and we probably can even kill, with a little bit of luck, another one. We can definitely kill this guy. I'm thinking though that we will go for the focus fire on the middle druid. Then the rush, the toe-to-toe, and then rush with Sandsford is going to give him all the defense that he needs. We will want to kill this one up here if we can do it. Oh, I don't think we can do that now. Depends on what the setup draws me. Go for toe-to-toe. I will do the maximum damage to this guy first, I think. So we're not killing that guy. That kind of sucks, I won't lie. But at least Sandsford has a ton of defense now, so he will be able to tank the whole thing. He's just gonna get more bleed though. And this one also applies bleed, right? So I mean, this one does more to him. We're not gonna kill you anyway. Might as well go for this one. Now that it deals more damage. And we should do this one first. To get more overwhelm. And then I think Olegon gets the guard. Yeah, because he's about to take 18. Alright. The bleed is nasty. Pretty nasty. Okay, but we have 2 kills this turn. What are they doing now? Reaper deals damage equal to stacks of bleeding on this character to opponent and all neighbors in lane and rank. I knew it. Here it goes. But that's fine then. I mean, okay, so one of them is gonna be able to do the thing. And all neighbors in rank and lane. And he's attacking who? Willows. But they both will be able to defend it. It's not gonna hit Olegon. And these two, I hope we will kill both. I'm pretty sure we will. We don't have a draw, so the improvise will not apply this turn. This is going to be a one-hit kill on that guy, but that's not really necessary. We can do it on someone else. Because of the focus fire, you would think that smaller attacks on him would be beneficial. And then this is what? 20 over here. Putting him into 14. Which means this one is not enough. So one short bow hit. So these two... No, that's still not enough. Hold on. Double short bow hit after the heavy blow on this guy and he goes down. And then we need what? No, then we have outnumbered. The small outnumbered. No, the small outnumbered is... What's this one? No, this one here. Here, and then a flurry will kill him. And then we still have this outnumbered, which unfortunately is just not enough to take down the Steward, but he's not going to be able to deal any damage. No. Do I have enough actions for that plan? No. I don't. Not with the big flurry. And then we don't do the improvise, but I don't think we need the improvise. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, the charge on Willows might be the saving grace that we needed here then. Hold up. One bow hit here. Then another bow hit will kill him. Ah, but Sansford wants the kill. The greedy bastard. But I'm starting to wonder, we can definitely kill 2. We can't kill 3, right? So it doesn't matter. I just should get the kill with Sansford. We can kill the other guy still. Heavy blow, and then... a hit and run here. Isn't it bleeding at the start of their turn? At the start of their turn, they take that bleeding damage. Hold up. That means he's already dead before he even does anything. They might be able to exploit that, but then we don't get the outnumber bonus against anyone. Back and forth. And we're bleeding all the while, which is why I want to get it done in as few turns as possible. For sure. But we probably will take the bleeding next turn, then I hope that's it though, right? And Sanford does want that kill. Does want, whatever. Take the kill, Sanford. I have faith. Hit and run here. Sanford has 4, 20 here, and then if we do 8 first, then it will be enough. Indeed. And then we will improvise into something that kills the last guy next turn. Setup is a good way to get it done. Also draws an extra card. Oh, we can get rid of the bleeding maybe with the field dressing, but then other people are still bleeding, and that's not really worth it. Setup should get the kill next turn. I'm not sure about that. We didn't hurt him at all, but he's bleeding for 11 though. Yeah, it should be fine. Ow, ow, ow. And what are you doing? He's going back to blood sacrifice. Okay. Battle Forged is bad. Bad, bad, bad. Well, I suppose we'll use it. Why not? It will be a net gain of stamina. Quick hands. Alright. I don't think we have the kill. Yeah, no, we definitely don't. So we are taking bleeding damage again. Dang it. Should have taken the field dressing then. Yeah. Such is life. Alright. Strike. That's all the damage. Damn it. We don't need the defense. And say this doesn't do anything. So we take 9 damage. Oh, and 2 more. Or 3 more. So yeah, we should definitely have taken the field dressing. The overconfidence made me believe that I could kill them in 1 turn here. We definitely want Sanford to get the kill. I'm sure we must be able. And yes. Good. Money and a card. Rear guard. Deal 6 damage if active character is in back rank. Apply 6 defense to the entire front rank. That is good if we have people in the rear, which we don't have yet, but surely we will get that soon. Trauma. Marked. When this character dies, deals stacks of equal vulnerable are applied to... What? When this character dies, stacks of vulnerable equal to mark are applied to members of their party. Takes 1 down each turn. I don't like the trauma. Heavy blow is good. Do I take the rear guard in anticipation of getting more characters later? Willow sometimes move to the back rank. You know, something I've been wondering about is our positioning in the battle. I was hoping, why can I not say, like, Willow, I want you to start each fight in the back rank, and then I'm wondering, when we get a 4th character, how do I decide which character starts in the back rank in every fight? That would be very important for my strategy. Galvanize. Double the active character's defense. Oh. Miasma again? Or dash, move, or swap position twice. This is good for Willow, and Miasma probably is overkill, even though I'm looking to that one. I think dash is the one we should get. And I will take another stamina. So that now I'm starting to think that we can probably get a heavy armor on one of the characters, because now we have again 1 extra stamina. Alright, a cruel sickle. What does that do? We can it's probably a one-handed thing. It's a sword. Cruel sickle. Gain 6 bleeding? Oh no. Deal 12 damage to opponent and apply 6 bleeding. And you would switch them around, surely. Oh, I can't switch them around? Are you kidding me? Because I don't have an extra weapon to swap around with. But I want this to be the primary weapon, obviously, so that it deals 12 damage. Huh? The equipment screen, that's a point of critique from me, is a little bit too rigid. Why can I not, like, put this out here where it's not? Yeah. And I'm not sure why we're not allowed to collect equipment between fights, but whatever. Unholy. This armor here. At the start of the turn, all stacks of bleeding on this character are converted to vitality and removed. No way. Okay. That's very rare, but it turns into healing basically. And it's instead of the superior light armor. We can get rid of both of these later, but as long as I'm running the crucibles, surely I will want to do that. Okay, that is kind of crazy. So this is direct healing. This is the first example of healing that we've seen in the game, right? And there's nothing else to it. It doesn't give defense or anything. I'm gonna try it out. That sounds cool. Alright. Voices in the dark. Gotta remember that one. That was interesting. Scruples. You recognize the hair, remembering he had already once helped you to get this far. You overhear the guards mention the gallows. Okay, investigate. And a guarded transport is a chance for riches. A cargo wagon escorted by several guards trundles past. A chest rattles inside. Something valuable. Perhaps we can play Robin Hood. Steal from the rich, give to ourselves. But I'm thinking that maybe this will result in another character for us if we free him. I mean, and this is a chance for riches. Surely this is also a chance for riches. So we will investigate. Some guards approach the nearby checkpoint, kicking and dragging a hare in front of them. You recognize him. Oi! Taking this one to the gallows, eyewitness saw him helping those sodding Blackfoots running around. You heard about them lot, right? Hold on. You mean they're not a part of the riots? I am not sure what's happening here. We can't risk getting caught. Ruin 3 skill cards. Okay, or we have to help. Discard 3 ruins and enter combat. Now we will of course help. Discard 3 ruins, but we don't have any. Oh, so that's what it does. It allows you to discard 3 ruins, so that's probably all we would get out of it. We don't have any, but we will enter combat and allow Sansford to eat the enemies, and so let's do it. Oh, but this is a tough fight. Sheesh. Okay. Oh boy. So he's doing something. He's doing Fortress. Okay. And these guys have safety and numbers. Okay. And then we have the guys in the back line who have Fury. So those are the ones that we want to focus. Sanford is taking 8. And Willows is taking 8. And I think on turn end, this character gains 12 defense. So he's already gaining enough defense, Mr. Sanford. That's fine. We can heal with Oligard now because we have the Cruel Sickle. Alright, we can deal damage to rank with this one, and if they already have bleeding, then they will get crippled, which we can do with the Cruel Sickle. And I still think I want to focus on the back line. Because these guys are gonna be nasty with that Fury. So yeah. How do we do it then? It is Sickle first. He's bleeding to himself, but he is immune to bleeding. He is unholy. And in fact, if we meet enemies that do bleeding to him, he's gonna heal off of it. And look at that Sickle. That does look cool. They should have been switched around though, and we will make sure that happens later. Then on the back rank, we are gonna make everyone bleed and get crippled. Well, not everyone get crippled, only this guy here, which is great. So then if he starts moving around or we push him around, then he takes more damage. Sounds good to me. Then we can deal damage to a lane, which we will probably also do to him. Yeah. The No Mercy is a bad card here, but whatever. And Willows will do the guard, but it's still taking damage. Okay. And Attrition can still be played, and it does the most damage up here. So Willows is taking a bit of damage. At least he's applying poison back. This is gonna be a rough fight. So Sanford is not taking damage because of the bolter, and then the other one is going on Willows again. But we have solid footing, and so we will not be taking damage this turn. We have toe to toe. We have second wind. We have outnumbered, which maybe we can make use of. I'm thinking we do toe to toe with Oligard again. He does have the sword that has 3 attacks as a base, and that is going to be quite nice for him. He's also got no other ways to build defense innately, like the other ones do. Yeah. So do that. Oh, we have a card roll. Let's do it with... Yeah. Oh, we can get 2 stamina out of it here, but we don't need stamina that much. So we'll do it here. And there's the miasma. Perfect. Alright. So we're doing some setup right now, which is fine as long as we're not taking damage. We took some on Willow, but hopefully that's all. And Oligond healed. So that's quite nice. Focus fire goes on who, though? I think it goes on this bear here. So that we can bring it down once the other one also is down here. We are not killing anyone this turn, which is kind of sad. But I suppose it's gonna have to be like that. Willows has by far the most willpower. We will do a withdrawal on Willows. And a solid footing. Is that might be a bit overkill. I'll do it with Oligond. And then the outnumbered here goes on the footman there. Trying to get him killed. Oh, that's 3 poison for him. Nice. Oh, and we have the patient. Yeah, the patient skill here draws an extra card every turn, so as a base, I hadn't even noticed that before, but as a base, we get 1 extra miasma dealt out every turn, so it really is a good skill for us in our current deck. We're trying to get a lot of card draw. But that would be the same in every playthrough of Banners of Ruin, I think. You always want to get a lot of card draw, is what I'm thinking. Maybe I went too heavy on stamina, and you need a little bit more willpower on your characters early on. I've been trying to balance it out since, and we don't spend all the willpower. I mean, this gives us a ton of stamina in effect as well, but it again spends some willpower. We don't really need it. We will do the exquisite sword here, and then can we get the kill? Yeah, with Sensford. Boom. Good. I should do the toe-to-toe, or the rush here to get the toe-to-toe, I'm thinking. Willows is taking damage again. No, he's not, because we got the bow. So he's getting a ton of defense. Then the rush here. Good, and we just do the wildfire somewhere to deal out the damage, and then end turn. A good turn all in all. And the longer this game or this fight goes on, the more damage we do with our poison stuff, and so on and so forth. So as long as we can defend against the small attacks that are incoming, we will be fine. And here's 18 incoming. Oh, if opponent has more than 18 defense, applies for bleed. So we don't want that, but they're doing 18 damage. Ha! We're going to precisely 17, so we'll take the one hit and then not get bleeding, I think is better. Or we can probably kill him, by the way. That might be better. We can set up into whatever card we want. We also have quick hands, so we could do one card draw before we do improvise. I think I should do that. So, do it with Willow on this guy. Good. And with Sadist, it means we have as much stamina as we need for this turn. So, let me improvise into a card that we really need. That will get the kill. Yeah, we don't really have one. The rush will make him take a ton more damage, and then we have Ward Strike, and that's it. Okay, we need a damaging thing. Could be another setup. A heavy blow. How much? He's got 31. Okay, that's not too much. We can definitely kill him with a heavy blow then. And he's got a ton of overwhelm already. Yeah, he's gonna die. So then we're not taking the damage anyway. It's fine. We're just gonna do a heavy blow to lock it down. Then quick hands with Oligond. Then the heavy blow. Murders. Takes the bloodthirsty. Perfect. And he won't take damage because of the bolsters. Perfect. And then who has the toe-to-toe? That's Oligond, right? Yeah. He could do the solid footing though. No, he can't. Okay, but then Willows will. And someone does the strike on... yeah, just go for him. If there's 3 or more allies at the start of the turn, the defense is raised to 10. I wonder if it goes... Let's see it go to 10 then. That must be what it means, right? Yeah, oh, and he gained an extra one. Oh, that's from his attack. He gained some... I've never seen his safety numbers do anything, and maybe I'm missing it. But, yeah, so far I haven't registered anything happening with that. Seems like a very minor skill either way. Now we have a ton of cards. What are they doing here? He's doing shields up, which doesn't give them anything really, and then wild strike on Sandsford, which moves to a random vacant position, deals 12 damage. If this character has bleeding, deals 6 instead. Okay, doesn't matter. So we will do a card draw. Who are we going for? This guy. No, this guy. Because we want to leave him alive so that the turn switches over here next turn. And then rearguard. Rearguard will do something. At least. And so we shouldn't. Oh, we should, I mean. Might as well. Get some defense on the front line. That's why I took it, because we can use it. At least while we have Willow. And he can dash around with this one here and just move, swap position twice. Yep. Why can you not move back with that then? Oh, but doing this is fine. This is actually great. Because then now Olegon gets the toe-to-toe bonus over here. Perfect. Exactly as I planned. Momento outnumbered. We'll do a ton of damage in the back, so of course we're doing that. Strike here. Experienced strike. We can mirror an opponent's defense. Are you kidding me? Heck yeah. You also do the sharpened steel. Battering ram. Oh, we don't have enough for the battering ram. We ran out of stamina here. And I misplayed it because we have 3 stamina and it only costs 2, but it's spread out. He's got 10 charge already over here. We can get more charge with Willows and see where that leads. Oh, he bled to death. Oh no. So Sandsford didn't get the kill. My mistake. So if we kill this guy this turn, then they don't get a turn, like so. And then we focus on the front liner. Oh, the rush. Look at this bullshit. Set up 25% extra damage incoming from all sources, and then he's got rush, now deals 14 3 times, plus 25%. 18, 18, 18. Glorious. And he's doing what? Guarded thrust against who? Oh, he's not attacking because it's not his turn. Haha. And we have so much defense. Yeah, so this one is in the bag. We took a little bit of the damage at the very start of the combat, but then we came out on top. Gotta make sure we get the kill with Sandsford. He always goes to this spot in the back rank. That's kind of interesting. And I think every time you do forced movement and you don't specify a spot, they will always take the top spot first. So we learned something there right now. Okay. And it's always Willow, Sandsford, Olegon. So that is the same order that the characters are placed on the character screen out of combat. And that may have to do with how they're positioned in combat. I'll have to look into that and make sure that maybe we can move them around on that screen to then determine where they're positioned. Rearguard again. Sunder deals damage to armor only. For every 3 stacks of vulnerable in this opponent, deal an additional 15. No. And no mercy I don't want. So this is an example where we don't want to take a card and then move on. Okay, so we didn't get anything out of that combat other than getting extra health on Sanford and taking a bit of damage. Can we move combat positions? There you go. I see. Finally. I figured it out. So I'm sure someone has been screaming at the screen for a while and saying, Keejchen, do this and that, and then I can't listen to you guys. But I think this is how we want it. Perfect. Just had to keep looking for it. Alright, so we're still learning. This is still my first run, so as always, please be lenient with me. And then, other than that, it's time to say thank you guys, as always, for watching. See you in the next episode.